hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie. Oh my god. 6,618 subscribers I've got. Oh my word, can I just say thank you very much to each and every one of you. Whether you're a newbie, joined recently, you've been with me all my life. Thank you so much. If you're hyping the video, I've decided that you will get a response from me. So it means that I've read your comment and everything, and I'll send you a love heart and a like, and then you know that you've been on my mind for at least well, I mean, it's too short, isn't it? But, you know, collectively, you'll be on my mind for a while. I don't know. 30 seconds. Oh, dear. Same as my husband. Okay, let's get into it. Tommy Robinson. Oh, let's have a look. How's he feeling about his trial? Yeah, we're getting stunts here. Okay, so he'll find last minute there's something he didn't expect as well. He's expecting, you know, something to go wrong, something to come out. And it's not because he's hiding anything. It's just that this is what he's come to expect from the establishment. So I just want to say to you as well, so we'll just get rid of the anxiety and the fear for Tommy Robinson. If he goes to jail, he goes to jail. He's been to jail loads of times and he's strong and he can survive, and we will write to him again and send, you know, whatever we can, maybe donation-wise as well. But so he's not going to be alone, okay? He knows this. He's got a purpose. This is his, this is his life. This is what he accepted would happen, you know, and he's got loads of people looking out for him as well. We've got serious lawyers. We've got even Israel now, you know, but we'll stay off that one for today. But he's got a lot of support. And the people he hasn't got support from, well, you could say they're part of the problem. Now, Tommy isn't well liked 100% by anybody, okay? Everybody comes with a checkered past, especially when you're in situations like this. My mum took on the care industry, 35, 40 years ago. She was branded a troublemaker. She was threatened, you know, and these was involving is it the Bishop of York? That was real famous. My mum went to Parliament and stood before, I think it was John Prescott. I don't know whether it was, oh, I can't remember now. I don't think it was Tony Blair, but anyway, she stood there and told, you know, Parliament that they was all paid £3.76 an hour to abuse residents, you know, drag them up at 5:30 in the morning because your boss tells you to, you know, because you've got to be done by a certain shift. You know, giving residents on 20 minutes to eat breakfast. Some people eat at 7 o'clock. Some people want to stay in bed while 10. You know, these options, the financial abuse, the physical abuse, all of it, you know. So I do understand what is going on with Tommy Robinson. It's not just my mum. It's anybody that was doing and whistle blowing as well. And also trying to make improvements and change the law. People don't like change, do they? Especially high up and being exposed as well. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some very wonderful care homes as well. But 40 years ago, it wasn't like that. And there was being sexually assaulted and everything. It was terrible. And my mum worked from home with it all. You know, she formed a charity and they fought for elderly people's rights, you know. And not just elderly, people who was in care. So, you know, I totally get Tommy. You know, some people love him, some people love him. How are his solicitors feeling about this trial? So this would be the one where he's been charged under T, and then ism, law, How's his solicitors feeling? They're hoping to delay it. I don't see that they're positive. This could be, you know, he's expecting to... maybe he thinks he's going to get, you know, remanded or something. There's no way a judge can say that he's a flight risk. He's been, he's gone, he comes back. He's been, he's gone, he comes back. But this judge isn't making decisions for himself. I'm getting hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. So it's not over on the day. This is going to continue. The solicitors aren't quite happy with something, you know, but they're not giving up hope. And Tommy is worried about them pulling stunts. Not his solicitors, obviously. How do the CPS feel about this case and chances of winning? They plan to win. They plan to win. They're saying they've got enough evidence. Now, it could be that they're still trying to do this even more, like add more evidence. So are the CPS going to try and introduce more charges for Tommy? I'd say yes, but I'm getting this man, trust him. Loyalty. Well, I'm getting the word, you know, that word again. And it's, you know, the M. Must live. Must live. That's what I would be saying. Must live. So if you get that, you get it. Okay, it's not the other word. It's not I. It's M. There could be discussions around that, but actually I feel like that's positive. Do you know what? That's flown by, don't you think? That is flown by. I was just thinking then, I must have read on this last year. I remember last year when October felt so far away, and now we're here already. Okay, what is Tommy afraid of? Having to go back to that hellhole and now we'll cope again. It's like you spend 6 months in the light, 6 months in the dark. I can't help but feel the name Persperidon or somebody, like a god. You get a dark side for 6 months and then there was allowed out for 6 months, but they always knew it was coming and terrifying. It's a worry and anxiety, you know, it's in the back of your head all the time. If it just got picked up just like that without, you know, knowing anything and just at the time, he'd probably find it easier to deal with. But because it's been on his mind all the time, it's always taken a part of his soul, which is what they want to do, you know, they want to wear him down. Yes or no, universe? Will Tommy Robinson get remanded? I'm getting, do not let that happen. Do not let that happen. Yeah, he's been criticised and stuff, but like I say, he's got good form for not messing about with the courts. So I see his lawyers arguing that point. I do feel like there'll be like one criticism. He might have to do something. Chances are, if he's not been remanded now and seen as a threat and he's been allowed to come and go out the country, I think we would find it very difficult. Maybe, he can't go overseas, maybe they slap him saying, take your passport or something. But I'm getting, it could have been worse. Okay, so last year we had that this may have to be dropped. Or was it? No, that was the last one, wasn't it? So for those that are new to the channel with Tommy Robinson, I said that there was going to be something really upsetting, that he was in danger. When he gets released out of prison, he would be in danger. And then it's as if it'd be like when he gets moved, I think I said, when he gets moved. Anyway, you had that assault in the thing where, and then he went, so some guy attacked him in a train station or whatever, airport, and yeah, there was a bit of hoo-ha. Turns out that, Tommy Robinson was cleared and all that, so, let's have a look though. What do the police, those who have met Tommy in the police, what do they think of him? They all get along, Oh, we could have a beer down their road with them, They're friendly. They find him friendly and positive as well. I think the few that know Tommy want him to celebrate, and succeed. To get one thing right and say 9 things wrong, okay, I would believe that one right is a success, despite what kind of arsehole I've been. So, I don't know what it was, but say if he was doing fraud, and he's, I don't know, got aggravated assault, whatever, right? What he's doing now to identify the issues and highlight them, I'm only interested in that. I'm not bothered in the other shit, How many people? Well, I know loads of people, only because I worked for fraud, but I knew loads of people, that had defrauded the system. Some was out and outright deserved to be caught, and there was a lot of others. Oh, I just felt sorry for. But mark my words, I'm a human lie detector test, so when they used to walk in and sit down, I just used to say to them, look, I know all the answers already, so please don't humiliate yourself, thinking that we haven't got evidence. And that was true. Not only that I knew what was going on anyway psychically, but mainly and based on legally the information that we had at hand. And that's why I say with digital IDs, right? DVLA into the government system, that takes place already. Your benefits, your housing support, your council tax, passports, driving licenses, they're all linked in. We have that system in place. National insurance numbers, can't go nowhere without, and you have to show your passport when you get a job. So all that digital ID shite, well, most of it's already in place. So yeah, please do like him. And he's pretty funny as well. I think he's got a cracking good sense of humour. He's not serious all the time. He's very hyped about it, and given the opportunity, he will discuss it anywhere, even with his own family as well. He can't shut up about it. He eats, sleeps, and breathes this. And I wouldn't have known half the stuff if I hadn't have heard of him. I heard of him too late, actually. You know, I heard of him when he's getting bruised and battered everywhere. I didn't hear from him or know of him 3, 4, 5 years ago. I probably have known about him for 2 years because I've done readings, but, you know. So, and it's just strength in numbers. I'll do the CPS see Tommy's case. I'm just clarifying it. They want to make it so he can't cope, you know. They're trying to break him, cause upset with his family. Because you take someone to court, you know, and facing charges and prisons sentences like that, of course it's going to, you know, affect the family, and the family are going to try and affect, you know, Tommy as well. Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this. It's too much. It's this, it's that. It's too much of a risk. Think of your kids. Think of your ex-partner. It's not worth it. These are all the things that his own are saying to him. But he can't stop now. He has to see it through, okay? And he will have success. He will have success. How will, you know, will the judge find in favour of Tommy Robinson? Everything in moderation, you know, there's balance here, balance, mind and body. I kind of feel like it's as if Tommy Robinson has been working, if the judge feels Tommy Robinson has been working on a more balanced, you know, self. So maybe all the dramatics of it have calmed down, and you see him doing credible interviews and stuff. I mean, that, you know, that rally, absolutely amazing. I mean, just jaw-dropping, breathtaking, never seen out like it. That image will stay with me until the day I die. I am so, so proud of us all. And it doesn't matter whether you was walking in that queue, if you was watching, you're doing your part, you're still bringing awareness. For those that donated, you know, thank you very much. Those pink ladies, I mean, it's not just the pink ladies, there's loads of ladies and mums as well. So he's, you know, balanced, you see. His protest was balanced. The judge will see that. I don't see that the judge can jail Tommy over this. I don't. I mean, it's him that's worried, okay? It's him. How's he feeling? That something goes wrong. What's he feeling afraid of? That he gets sent to prison. That's normal. I'm obsessed with it, me. Honest to God, I am. I'm rigging my court trial as we speak. All he has to do is get that Bible out to swear on it. Oh my God, and it's case over. If you believe it. If you can read God, I can listen. Do you know what? That's all I'd have to do, you know. I'll just turn the trial into a joke. I'd have to go in with a sense of humour, you know, one that a judge can tolerate. And yeah, that's what I'd do. You know, I'm not going to go in, start crying and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't regret a thing. I'll stand by what I say. I do feel, though, that women's prisons are a lot easier less violent, I'll say. They're still violent, but less violent than the men's prisons. And when you know, when you're protesting and all this lot, and you're sending them into prisons, you know, you're signing their death warrant. I mean, how come, you know, the SA offenders in there can go upstairs into another block for safety and have as many pills as they like? Is Starmer influencing this trial directly or even indirectly? Yes, yes, yes. Now, will this be uncovered? You know, will this be uncovered about Starmer's involvement? I'm getting heartache and pain caused and unhealthy as well. Getting a lot of upset there. So, you know, will it? He can have a jury. He can have a jury. Oh, I think I know what that is. How will a jury feel about Tommy Robinson? They're going to love him. They're going to love him. And I saw a woman stand up from the chair as well, you know, proud as punch, especially if these women are mothers, okay? I've got an older lady and I don't know, she stands up. 1 minute I'm seeing her with a wig on and a black cape thing. There will be a name, I'm sorry, I don't know, but I see her standing up. She looks like, I kind of feel she'll give the floor to Tommy. Grandmothers, mothers are the key. We all know what's going on, so, you know, I think they know by a trial jury. Well, a trial by jury. Oh, yep, it's a trial. Well, a trial, the jury trial, found in favour, found Tommy Robinson not guilty. Be clear, universe, please. Well, they found him not guilty. I just see delays again. Delays and delays. So I think there's delays and feeling on a knife's edge for a while before this is concluded. All you have to do is get the jury to believe that he was acting in good faith. So this about where he hasn't let them go on his phone and stuff? All you have to do is just point out the danger to the people that was on the phone, you know. And that is true, you know, he wouldn't want people knowing, and these people don't want to be known as well when you're giving information. I don't think it's anything nefarious. The CPS will try and infer that as well, but there's no evidence at all to suggest that Tommy has been linked to any extremism or violence. I don't see anything too bad. You know, you see a few dramatics and the courts trying to, the CPS trying to dig up more data and add to things maybe. But given what's going on around them, the collapse of the Met Police, the corruption, all the hidden information. Because I would do it in such a way, if I was in court by jury, I would bring in everything and slip it in, even if it's, like Sir Starmer and the cover-ups and, certain facts that haven't come to light. I would be sneaking them in through the back door. I would. And it's easy done, How did you feel about that, so-and-so? How do you think it influenced your decision to do so-and-so? You can do all that. These lawyers are very clever. I do get delays. So are you talking about some kind of delays, universe? It doesn't happen the way. So I'm getting remove yourself from a damaging situation. So they're not going to want a jury, are they? I mean, false information. Now that I got earlier as well, I was thinking the CPS, they're some of them. Will the CPS use fake, false evidence, statements? They're going to want to do things differently. They're going to make out that they've got that much paperwork, it's bogging them down. Will they try and use it? They're going to bring in, they've had all this time for evidence. But anyway. It's so much on and burdened. Well, I think that, the legal system is not fit for purpose, That is not a hero, he's not a victim. Well, they're fake information. They're going to twist it, that's it. They're going to twist it. Well, we still ain't got a yes or no, so we need one. Does this trial get adjourned and delayed and, with, I assume it's the first hearing, maybe. So does this get delayed a bit more for Tommy? Do we see a delay? Or even an adjournment? I'm getting somebody ill. Is this one of the witnesses? Oh. Whoever's supposed to be giving evidence against Tommy Robinson, and I feel it's more than one person, I kind of feel like they'll drop out. So what's happening is, somebody who was supposed to give evidence has dropped out, which means it'll be why they have to deal with it differently as well. And if somebody dropped out, that raises suspicion over Tommy, it goes in his favour. And that's why they'll be, real pissed, because they don't want him to be seen as a martyr. Will this case collapse at some point due to... will it just collapse at any point? Will this go ahead as a full trial? Will this be followed through? I'm getting something you often do. I wonder If this is an acquittal, something you often do, an organisation maybe another nice family day out, you know, as a protest day as well. Let's have a look. I'll ask first. Does Tommy Robinson get acquitted? Denying false sense of security. I feel like, is this case going to collapse? Oh, the case is going nowhere, loves. It is impossible to get a jury that is independent and unbiased with Tommy Robinson, because the state have been very good at labelling and dividing us. You are right or you're left, and that's it. I never even knew what those things meant until, well, maybe 18 months ago, to be fair. We're all equal in the, you know, the eye of the gods. God. I can't see a jury convicting Tommy Robinson. How will, you know, how will Tommy feel immediately after the trial? I'm getting holding back tight. How will he feel? Well, he's probably gagged. Oh, I know what he's doing. He, you know, it's all about why he didn't give the phone over to him, or they might have the phone and not the PIN number. But I don't know if it's me. Oh, it might have been a burner phone or something like that, because you could go to O2 or Vodafone and get records, couldn't you? I'm sure you would. They bloody hell, on them customer service lines it says, oh, you know, we are recording this for blah, blah, blah. Everything is recorded. What I didn't know was that every time, you know, if you ring the doctors, they're recorded as well. Last year I was really, really poorly, and it was negligence. They've admitted it anyway, but it was negligence, and it nearly cost me my life, and it took me months and months. I think I was off from November to the March, and I'd lost my mum as well, you know, just before I went in, and it was awful. But when I put in a complaint, not to sue them, okay, I ain't decided that yet, but when I put in the complaint, everything I said had been recorded, and everything I said word for word was true. So it was kind of useful for that, but I didn't know before that they did this. They don't even let you know. They don't say. No doctor said to me, your phone's been recorded. The only time I heard was the last stage of the complaint with the findings, and she rang me and she just said, oh, you know, this call is being recorded, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. I'm getting happy here, happy. Again, it's these, he wouldn't reveal his sources. Is he going to say, I'll go to prison rather than, I'd have gone to prison rather than give up my sources? Yeah, he would. Look, he'd do it voluntary. He'd face the isolation. You know, he's not giving over that information. He's prepared to go to prison for it. And then I get, no matter how many times, you know, will this be the last time Tommy has a run in another court case? Will this be the last time? Tommy, you need to behave yourself, love, okay? Don't succumb. Do not. They're going to try and make you angry. They will always be on your case. They will always be on your case. They'll be waiting for you in the shadows. And that's another thing as well. Okay, he's had surveillance on him. So you won't see it probably, but what I see is like the Grim Reaper, you know, right behind him, sticking his torch out as well. But also, I feel there's cameras on Tommy. He needs to be careful. Really needs to be careful. Will this be the last time? No, it won't. People will say he's fueling anger. I'd say we're all letting off steam, don't you? He's not going to want to look bad. Not going to want to look bad, you know. Well, that's in a good way, really. How do the people on Tommy's phone feel about Tommy being, you know, threatened like this? He cannot reveal, you know, they do not want him revealing things because it makes them an enemy as well. And you never know, it's probably that they are very, very close in proximity to these situations. They can't be exposed, you know. They're like little moles, maybe, whistleblowers, and they're giving Tommy information. And, you know, some of the stuff that this guy has come out with over the years and what he knows about how you know, things work and who did what and, you know, how it came about. You have to be pretty clever for that. You have to be pretty clever and you need a good memory. And that guy is both. He may look like a working class guy. He may sound like a working class guy. But to me, he's just a person who has not let go of something that he stands by, you know, fully understands as well. He's way ahead, or was way ahead of us. And he's become a specialist and an expert in that field. You've had safe breakers, right? Safe breakers who have been to jail and this, that and the other, and then they're broken out by the CIA or, you know, other higher powers that be, to break a bigger safe. Or to advise banks, you know, on security systems. Or if you're a hacker, you know, demonstrating their weaknesses, even though hacking's illegal, it's, you know, it can be positive if they're exposing the flaws in the situation. And again, that's how I feel like, you know, Tommy Robinson is. Words can be twisted, you know, even on my channel things can be twisted as well to suit their narrative. Well, I say that much, there's about 100 narratives of mine. Oh dear. Okay then, let's do with this. Will Tommy Robinson be found not guilty? False claims, you know, information, false claims. So he won't be found guilty. Will he be acquitted? I'm going to, yes, sir. Oh, it's acquitted, okay, or something along their lines, you know, drop as well. I don't think, you know, Starmer wants the whole court system and trial by jury to have this information. Does Starmer want to stop Tommy Robinson from testifying? Absolutely. Is the change of judge, by the way? Is he a sudden change of judge? Because what I was thinking is, I'm seeing a guy. He's got a tash and a beard. But the guy I'm seeing is clean shaven. Old older, but attractive, I would say. Yes, occasionally I do see the odd 60-year-old that, is attractive. But I think it's more of the soul, isn't it? I'm not saying I fancy him. I just, think, oh, they look well for their age. And that's what I would say about him, handsome. Probably even more handsome, like, in his day. Is there going to be a sudden change of judge? Just the judge, then I'll ask about the lawyers. Is there going to be a sudden change in the judge? Others unprofessional, so it's like people will be scared of this judge. He's quite harsh. Is this judge harsh? Yeah, it's something he does. You know him. We know him. We'll know of him. We know him. Interesting that this guy is used in situations, okay? Don't want this getting out. There's loads of stuff that what does Starmer fear about Tommy and this court case? What does Starmer fear? Because we got upset last time. News delayed. What does he fear? That he has information. And certain information could come out at a trial by jury. And he doesn't want that. They're going to try and drag this out as long as possible. And while Tommy's under this trial, so I think it could get postponed till next year. Will this get delayed until next year? Yeah, not moving just yet. Not moving. Not moving. Okay, so that could be not moving to next year. Will this case be resolved, this year? Now, they want him longer. It's as if it gets adjourned. So, will the Crown Prosecution Service adjourn this for as long as they can? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so Tommy still has his freedoms, though. But it is... well, in one way, it'll be good for his mind, because you could predict this. This is what they're like, this is what they try and do. And then on another side, it's like, it's hanging over his head, so you got Christmas with your kids and that, and New Year. And even though you might just be 97% that you're not going to jail or out like that, but it's that 3% that stands out the most. He's strong. He can do it. He can do it. Anyway, so that's how it goes, my darlings, okay? Or as far as I know, not always right. Remember that. Not always right, okay? So, but anyway. So thank you very much for watching. And, yeah, I'm going to go do some more painting today. I don't know if I told you this already, but you must think, guys, that I've got a massive garden. I haven't. It's just that the pergola was, silver grey 4 years ago. And I thought, rather than buy another one, I'll paint it. Anyway, it needs about 5 coats. And then I've spray painted some old stoles, and they look amazing. So I'll show you them in a picture when I'm done. I'll do a couple of before and afters. We had a bar in the back garden. Not that I ever used it. It was more to put plates on and stuff like that for food. But one day while I was reading a video here recently, I think the video had gone on like no, not 100 minutes, an hour, 54 minutes or something. And I'm saying to you guys, oh, excuse the noise, my husband's taking down the barbecue, because I built my own barbecue. And I said, oh, will you take that down? When I came downstairs and he was still hammering away, I walked into the garden and he'd only taken the bar down and not the barbecue. Oh my God, the stress level that went through me. I actually screamed, I think it was, what the F. As I proceeded to walk into my house, I was flooded about all the ex-boyfriends I had that would never do that, because they was all clever and intelligent, and I voiced that. And then when I got to the lounge, I could do nothing anymore apart from pick 2 cushions up and scream into them. Yes, it was that bad. What was I going to do, whack him? I don't think so. Anyway, so then eventually he knocked down the barbecue, and I was able to help him build another one. My design. So I'll be painting and sanding that as well. So yeah, I just like doing things like that. Anyway, guys, that's my day ahead. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye bye.